हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Om अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. विद्यातपोवित्तवपूर्वया सतां गुणैषड्भिरसक्तमेतरैः स्मृतौ हतायामृतमानदुर्दृशः स्तब्धा न पश्यन्ति हि धाम भूयसाम् गुणाधिकान्मूदं लिप्सेद् अनुक्रोशं गुणाधमात् मैत्रीं समानादन्विच्छेन्न तापैरभिभूयते. योऽन्तप्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणा श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. भक्तिं मुहुः प्रवहतां त्वयि मे प्रसङ्गो भूयादनन्तमहताम् अमलाशयानां येनाञ्जसोल्बणमुरु व्यसनं भवाब्धिं निष्ये भवद्गुणकथामृतपानमत्तः. 1, 2, 3, 4. This module has only 4 memorization verses. Hari Bol. Radha Gopinath Prabhu, Mukta Sangha Prabhu are very happy. Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's get started, dear devotees, with our continued study of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam. We are reading the Daksha Prajapati and Shankar Bhagwan Prasanga, fourth canto, chapter 2, entitled Daksha Curses Lord Shiva. We are going to read from text 18. Again, this is Srimad Bhagavatam 4.2.18. अयं तु देवयजना इन्द्रोपेन्द्रादिभिर्भवः सह भागं न लभतां देवैर्देवगणाधमः. Prajapati Daksha is speaking this curse against Lord Shiva. The demigods are eligible to share in the oblations of sacrifice. But Lord Shiva, who is the lowest of all the demigods, Deva Gana Adhamaha. Look at the last verse. Look at the last word of the verse. Daksha is calling Bhagwan Lord Shiva Ganadhamaha. Deva Ganadhamaha. The lowest among the Devagan. So Shiva, Lord Shiva, should not have a share. भागम न लभताम, यज्ञ का भाग नहीं प्राप्त होगा शंकर भगवान को. भागम न लभताम. Daksha cursed that may Lord Shiva not be able to partake of a portion of the oblations offerings in the yajna, in the sacrifice. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, because of this curse, Lord Shiva was deprived of his share in the oblations of Vedic sacrifices. It was due to the curse of Daksha, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti comments in this connection, that Lord Shiva was saved from the calamity of taking part with other demigods who were all materialistic. So, for a pure devotee, even an occasional curse proves to be source of good fortune. Keshavada bro. You know? Who wants to eat with karmakand, procedures, rituals where the demigods come? Someone is doing puja for getting good health, wealth, whatever. Lord Shiva has nothing. Lord Shiva is busy. Rama Rameti Rameti. वो छोड़ के कर्मकांड का थोड़ी भोग खाने के लिए आने वाले हैं शंकर भगवान. So the meaning is we should try to become situated on the path of pure devotional service. Then the sampatti, vipatti, everything is bringing us closer to Krishna. Lord Shiva, Srila Prabhupada continues writing, Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it is not fitting for him to eat or sit with materialistic persons like the demigods. Thus, the curse of Daksha was indirectly a blessing because Lord Shiva would not have to eat or sit with other demigods who were too materialistic. There is a practical example set for us by Sri Srimad Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, who used to sit on the side of a latrine to chant Hare Krishna. That also municipality, not a clean latrine in the house. Municipality latrine, which is the dirtiest place. He would sit there. You know that story? It got printed in Shri Krishna Kathamrit Bindu magazine. It's a well-researched story. Once a businessman from somewhere outside of Navadvip came to have darshan of Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And he came with his wife and offered to give some dakshina to Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj very seriously responded that when they asked, what dakshina can we give? What dakshina can we give? Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj said, give me your stool. Give me your feces. Give me your feces. So they were shocked, just like Keshavada Prabhu was shocked to hear. They were shocked. What kind of, which sadhu says, Kal savere jab tatti karoge na, wo leke aao. Bring your feces, your stool for me. So they said, Babaji Maharaj, what kind of a dakshina you are asking? No, no, we cannot do that. He said, no. If you want to give me that. And keep it everywhere around me. Bring your stool and keep it all around me. So that nobody will come to see me. Nobody will disturb me in my bhajan. Otherwise, people keep coming to me and keep asking me for mundane blessings. Nobody should disturb me. So put your stool everywhere around. That is the best gift you can give me. Because for a pure devotee, only bhajan matters. Anukulyasa sankalpaha, pratikulya vivarjanam. Srila Prabhupada is quoting. Many materialistic persons used to come and bother Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and disturb his daily routine of chanting. So to avoid their company, he used to sit by the side of a latrine where materialistic person would not go because of the filth and the obnoxious smell. However, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was so great that he was accepted as the spiritual master of such a great personality as His Divine Grace, Om Vishnupad, Shri Srimad, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. The conclusion is that Lord Shiva behaved in his own way to avoid materialistic persons who might disturb him in his performance of devotional service. Haribol. Prosecution means performance. So, in this way, when we are fixed on the path of Uttama Bhakti, Sampatti and Vipatti will both bring us closer to Shri Krishna. It won't matter. Text 19. निषिध्यमानः ससदस्य मुखैर् दक्षो गिरित्राय विसृज्य शापम् तस्माद्विनिष्क्रम्य विवृद्धमन्योर्जगाम कौरव्य निजं निकेतनम्. Shri Maitreya Muni continued speaking to Mahatma Vidur. Shripad Maitreya Muni said, "My dear Mahatma Vidurji, in spite of the requests of all the members of the sacrificial assembly, Daksha, in great anger, cursed Lord Shiva and then left the assembly and went back to his home. Nijam Niketanam. He went to his own Niketam. Kauravya means Vidur, who belonged to the family of the Kurus. Nishidhyaman, arthat, meaning being requested not to do, nishedh. Other people, sadasya mukhyai, all the members of the yajna sabha, they all told, shh, 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 don't curse, don't curse. They were all telling Daksha Prajapati. But even though doing, they were requesting him not to do, they were forbidding him. Even though everyone forbade him from doing it, but still out of anger, Daksha went ahead and cursed Lord Shiva. This is the nature of anger, my dear friends. When we succumb to anger, we cannot heed good advice. Vivriddha manyu. Manyu means anger. Because of anger, Daksha could not listen to the good advice of the members of the sacrifice. Therefore, it is said that anger is one letter short of danger. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसां संगास्तेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामाद् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहन. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहन. When we get angry, we become bewildered. We are not ourselves. We are somebody else. We are not ourselves. I have told the story when I used to go to one hospital in South Georgia to do some extra shifts. I once took care of an incarcerated lady in the hospital. There was police in the room and everything. And I asked her, "What landed you in jail?" She said, "I shot my husband in the face." Hare Krishna. Just anger. Imagine the person who you put, of course, they don't put garland, but whatever, you exchange rings and you, in front of the priest, in front of the church congregation, you have promised to be with each other through thick and thin. You shoot that person in the face in anger, in a fight. And then she was incarcerated. So, anger is very dangerous, my dear friends. It can make us do unthinkable things. Look at Prajapati Daksha. He's not only cursing Lord Shiva, but he's calling Lord Shiva ugly. He's saying, "You have got eyes like a monkey. You're low class." You don't take bath regularly. You are unclean. You don't deserve to marry my daughter, Sati, who is as good as Savitri. Lord Shiva is, who wouldn't want to have a son in law like Lord Shiva? In fact, if someone wants a good husband, you worship Lord Shiva so that we get a good husband. Lord Shiva is the best husband. And Prajapati Daksha considers him good for nothing and is cursing him. All because of pride and now anger. When pride is not massaged, when pride is not satisfied, we become angry. He's angry. He thought that Lord Shiva should have respected him. Anger is so detrimental, Srila Prabhupada is writing in the purport. Anger is so detrimental that even a great personality like Daksha, out of anger, left the sacrificial arena where Brahma was presiding over the sacrifice, and all the great sages and demigods and pious and saintly persons were assembled. All of them stood up to offer respect to Daksha. Only Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, of course, is the father, he doesn't have to stand up. Lord Shiva did not stand up, and the obeisances, the respect of all the other devatas and rishis doesn't matter now. He wants Shiva to respect him. Just see the crooked nature of pride and anger. And they were requesting him, shh, don't curse, don't curse. He still went ahead and cursed. That is the effect of cruel anger, Srila Prabhupada says. And Srila Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita, therefore it is advised one who desires to make tangible advancement in Krishna consciousness must avoid three things. Lust, anger, greed. What verse is that? Who knows? Raise your hand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Janani Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभः तस्मात् एतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्.
Tasmadetam trayam tyajit. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Actually, we can see that lust, anger, and passion make a man crazy. Even though he be as great as Daksha. Srila Prabhupada in the purport is again and again saying, Prajapati Daksha is great. He is great. He is great. What does this mean, dear devotees? It means that we may be great materially. We may have many achievements materially. But when we succumb to the lower modes, all that greatness goes out of the window, at least for the time being. Now, Srila Prabhupada says, the very name Daksha suggests that he was expert. Krishna is called Daksha. Daksha means expert. Can you tell me the verse where Krishna is called Daksha? I have quoted it many times by Srila Rupa Goswami from his book called Stavamala. Where Srila Rupa Goswami calls Krishna as Daksha, very expert, and Ajit, one who cannot be conquered. मनसि जफणिजुष्टे लब्धपातोऽस्मि दुष्टे तिमिरगहनरूपे हन्त संसारकूपे अजित निखिल रक्षां हेतु उद्धार दक्षाम् उपनय मम हस्ते भक्तिरज्जुं नमस्ते. Hari Bol. So someone can put this verse in the chat box. I will enable chat. Very important verse by Srila Rupa Goswami, where he says that I am fallen in the andhakup, in a blind, dark well, where manasija fani jushte, where the snakes of lust are biting me. Therefore, O Ajit, I am conquered by lust, but O unconquerable Shri Krishna, please throw the bhakti rajjum, throw the rope of bhakti and pull me up. You are very daksha in saving, very expert in saving the devotees. Manasija fani jushte, labdhapatosmi dushte, timira gahana rupe, hanta samsara kupe, ajita nikhila raksha, hetu muddhara daksha, upanaya mama haste, Bhakti Rajjum Namaste. Hari Bol. Memorization verse. Okay, we'll all memorize this verse. It's a very important verse. Okay. So Srila Prabhupada writes, the name Daksha means one who is very expert in material activities. But still, because of his aversion towards such a saintly personality as Lord Shiva, he was attacked by these three enemies: anger, lust, and passion. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised that one be very careful not to offend Vaishnavas. He compared offenses toward a Vaishnava to the mad elephant, Hatimatta. As a mad elephant can do anything horrible, so when a person offends a Vaishnava, he can perform any abominable act. We saw, no? Can you tell me? We discussed last time. What was the abominable thing that Daksha did? He criticized Lord Shiva, and as a result of that Vaishnava Aparadh, what did he do to support his Vaishnava Aparadh? Who else he criticized? You remember? Anybody remembers? Yes. Vanit Prabhu?
कृष्ण प्रभु जी, प्रभु जी, लॉर्ड ब्रह्मा।
हाँ, अपने पिताजी को कर्स कर दिया, अपने पिताजी को क्रिटिसाइज कर दिया. Yes. Okay. Satyarama Mataji has shared the verse. Very beautiful. मनसि जफणिजुष्टे लब्धपातोऽस्मि दुष्टे तिमिरगहनरूपे हन्त संसारकूपे अजितनिखिलरक्षा हेतुमुद्धार दक्षामुपनय मम हस्ते भक्तिरज्जुं नमस्ते. Alas, I have fallen into the deep, dark, filthy well of samsara in which the viper of sex desire dwells. O invincible Lord, Ajit, the rope of devotional service, Bhakti Rajju, is the cause of universal protection, and you are expert, Daksha, at delivering the fallen souls. Please place that rope in my hand. Upanaya, Mama Haste. Give it in my hand. Bhakti Rajju. I offer Namaste. I offer my respectful obeisance unto you, Krishna. Please save me. Such a beautiful, no? So, we'll continue. Text 20. Vidnyaya Shapam Girishanugagraneer नन्दीश्वरो रोषकषाय दूषितः दक्षाय शापं विससर्ज दारुणं ये चान्वमोदं स्तदवाच्यतां द्विजाः. Upon understanding that Lord Shiva had been cursed, Nandishwar, one of Lord Shiva's principal associates, became greatly angry. His eyes became red. Daksha's eyes also became red. Now Nandishwar's eyes are becoming red. We discussed yesterday in Bhakti Shastri. What is anger? According to Srila Rupa Goswami. Who can tell? See, here it is described. Upon understanding that his master, Lord Shiva, had been cursed, Sri Nandishwar, one of Lord Shiva's principal associates, became greatly angry. His eyes became red and he prepared to curse Daksha and all the Brahmanas present there who had tolerated Daksha's cursing Lord Shiva in harsh words. Perfect situation for anger to manifest. Yes, Keshav Prabhu.
That burning feeling which we get when we feel that either us or else our loved ones are disrespected.
Yes. Sri Rupa Goswami says anger is that burning feeling in the heart we experience when we or our loved ones are offended or disrespected. Very nice. So Nandishwar, can you see, is exactly going to his Lord Shiva has been cursed like this. So he's feeling that burning feeling. Oh, anger. Purport. There is a long-standing dissension among some of the neophyte Vaishnavas and Shaivites, and they are always at loggerheads, especially in South India. When Daksha cursed Lord Shiva in harsh words, some of the Brahmanas present might have enjoyed it because some Brahmanas do not very much admire Lord Shiva. This is due to their ignorance of Lord Shiva's position. See how Srila Prabhupada is glorifying Lord Shiva. Sri Nandishwar was affected by the cursing, but he did not follow the example of Lord Shiva, who was also present there. Although Lord Shiva could also have cursed Daksha in a similar way, he was silent and tolerant. Which verse do you remember? Vaishnava tolerates when cursed. Which verse? Raise your hand. Bhakti Vaibhava. Tiraskrit. Yeah. Wait. Janardhan, wait. Let's give chance to your daughter. Janani Nandini.
हरे
Satyaji.
तिरस्कृता विप्रलब्धा क्षिप्ता अपि
Chipta hatapi. Nasya
नास्ति तत्प्रति कुर्वन्ति.
tad bhakta prabhavopi. 20,
Sorry, Prabhuji, what you want?
25% marks you got. Now tell the whole verse.
तिरस्कृता विप्रलब्धा शब्दा क्षिप्ताः ता अपि नास्य तत्प्रति कुर्वन्ति.
tad bhakta prabhavopi.
75 now, sorry.
Mataji, passing is 25%. So, Hare Krishna. No. You know more verses than me. I'm just joking.
No, Prabhuji, please. Hare Krishna.
So, in this way, Nandishwar got angry, and I think very rightly so. He got angry. See, Srila Rupa Goswami also did not get angry, but Jiva Goswami got angry. He took up for his Gurudev. Like that. 21. Ya etan martyam uddishya bhagavat aprati druhi druyat adnya prithag drishtis tattvato vimukho bhavet. Anyone who has accepted Daksha as the most important personality and neglected my Lord Shiva because of envy is less intelligent. Adnya is ignorant, less intelligent. And because of visualizing in duality, will be bereft of transcendental knowledge. Tattvata vimukha bhavet. He will not be able to understand tattva. Bhakti tattva. They will not be able to understand. Why? Because they have disrespected Lord Shiva. This was the first curse by Sri Nandishwar. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, the first curse by Sri Nandishwar was that anyone supporting Daksha was foolishly identifying himself with the body. And therefore, because Daksha had no transcendental knowledge, supporting him would deprive a person of transcendental knowledge. Nandishwar said, Daksha identified himself with the body. Now, I am this body father-in-law. You are the body son-in-law. So you must respect me. Bodily platform. Who is sitting in the Sabha when Sri Shukdev Goswami is speaking Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj? Bhagwan Vyasdev is sitting. Shripad Narad Muni is sitting. Param Guru. Can you imagine? Mukta Sangha Prabhu. Imagine. Ben Salem Bhakti Vriksha, you are giving class on Saturday. And imagine. Guru Maharaj. Param Guru Maharaj. They were sitting. Shukdev Goswami was speaking and Bhagwan Vyasdev is sitting. Bhagwan Narad Muni is sitting. So it is not just age. It is spiritual advancement. Lord Shiva may be son-in-law, but Lord Shiva is spiritually so much more advanced than Prajapati Daksha. Therefore, Nandishwar's curse was that anyone who supported Daksha would be bereft of transcendental knowledge of the soul because he was on the bodily platform and thus also be deprived of knowledge of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tattvata vimukha bhavet. He will become deprived of Tattva Jnana. 22. Griheshu kuta dharmeshu shakto gramya sukhechaya karma tantram vitanute vedavada vipannadhi. Pretentiously religious householder life in which one is attracted to material happiness and thus also attracted to the superficial explanation of the Vedas, the flowery language of Vedas that we are seeing in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, robs one of all intelligence. Kamayastayaste ritadhyana prapadyantyana devata. And attaches one to the fruitive activities as the all in all. Bas yahi sab kuch hai. This fruitive activity is everything. Srila Prabhupada writes, persons who identify with bodily existence are attached to fruitive activities described in the Vedas. For example, in the Vedas it is said that one who observes Chaturmasya vow will attain eternal happiness in the heavenly kingdom. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is said that this flowery language of Vedas most attracts persons who identify with the material body. To them, such happiness as that of the heavenly kingdom is everything. They do not know that kshine punnye marte lokam vishanti. That when they do not know that beyond the material happiness is a spiritual kingdom, Vaikuntha, kingdom of God. And they have no knowledge that one can actually go there. So they are happy with Gramya Sukh, material happiness, because they don't know what is eternal, blissful spiritual life. So Sri Nandishwar is saying that those who are like Daksha on the material platform, they will remain attached to karmakand, fruitive activity, but they will never be able to access the real spiritual life. 23. Buddhya parabhidhyainya vismritatmagati pashu स्त्री कामः सोस्त अतितराम दक्षो बस्त mukhochirat. Daksha has accepted the body as all in all. Para abhidhyainya. And Vismrita Atmagati has forgotten the soul, forgotten the super soul, Paramatma. And he thinks the body is everything. Therefore, since Daksha has forgotten Vishnupad or Vishnugati and is attached to sex life only, within a short time, Daksha will have the face of a goat. Daksha Bastamukha Achirat. Bastamukha means face of a goat. He's behaving like a goat head. So he will get a goat head. This is the second curse of Nandishwar, Shri Nandishwar. Vidya 24. Vidya buddhir avidyayam karma mayam asau jadaha samsaranti haye chamum anusharvavamaninam. Those who have become as dull as matter by cultivating materialistic education and intelligence are nascently involved in fruitive activities. Those who have material knowledge, they get involved in karmakand, fruitive activity. Such men have purposely insulted Lord Shiva. May they continue in the cycle of repeated birth and death. Hare Krishna. Sharva means Lord Shiva. Avamanina means insult. Avamanina means not to respect, to insult. So Sharva means Lord Shiva. Sharva Avamaninam, those who have insulted Lord Shiva. Samsarantu iha, let them stay in this samsara. Samsarantu iha, let them remain in this material world of birth and death. Purport. The three curses mentioned above by Sri Nandishwar are sufficient to make one as dull as stone, completely devoid of spiritual knowledge, preoccupied with materialistic education, which is actually nescience. It is actually avidya. है ना? Vidya buddhi hi avidyayam. They will be deprived of the real tattva, atma tattva, and they will be busy with vidya buddhi, materialistic education, materialistic intelligence, which is actually avidyayam. In fact, that education is illiteracy, spiritual illiteracy. What does Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur say? Vidyara Vilase, that bhajan. He says that I have just gone and collected this unnecessary burden of educational qualifications. Hare Krishna. They're actually avidya. So, after uttering these curses, Sri Nandishwar then cursed the Brahmanas to continue in the cycle of birth and death because of their supporting Daksha and because they supported Daksha in blaspheming Lord Shiva. So, in this way, Nandishwar got angry that his master, Lord Shiva, was cursed, and then Prajapati Daksha gave how many curses? One. Shri Nandishwar gave how many curses? Three. Dekho. This is the way of anger. This is the way of provocation. This is the way of ego fights. It just escalates and gets worse and worse and worse. So we'll stop here, dear devotees, because I have to go and do Damodarashtagam. And I have been sitting too long. And I have to prepare for my classes tomorrow, not tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, I'm going to New Jersey. Shri Gaur Nitai, Shri Giridhari Gopal, and Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanumanji Temple, the home ground of dear Keshav Madhav Prabhu. Home of Keshav Madhav Prabhu. I'm going there for speaking Brahma Vimohan Lila, which I have never done. So today I sat with His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj's merciful translations of Srila Sanatan Goswami's Prihad Vaishnav Toshani, Srila Jiva Goswami's Laghu Vaishnav Toshani, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sarartha Darshini Tika, and Srila Baladev Vidya Bhushan's Vaishnavanandini Tika, and Srila Prabhupada's Bhaktivedanta Purports. And I sat for quite some time in the afternoon. There are 64 verses in 13th chapter of 10th Canto, and I did only 4. So I have a lot of work to do. I don't know if I will. I'm thinking, should I do 64 rounds tomorrow? Today I could only do 34. We promised 64, but I got tired at 11 o'clock and I closed the Zoom. But tomorrow I'm thinking what I should do. Should I chant 64 or should I sit and prepare for tobacco katha? So I'll see whatever Krishna inspires. But please forgive me if tomorrow I end the Zoom call early, because I really need to read. With my work schedule, I don't get to read. I hear when I'm driving to the hospital and when I'm driving back from the hospital a little bit, but hospital calls keep interrupting. But in my off week is the time when I get to read. But because of the classes, then I'm not able to read that much. So please forgive me. I'll try my best tomorrow. At least we'll do 32 rounds on Zoom. Okay? Tomorrow is Ekadashi. In India, Ekadashi is already started. For Janani Mataji, Satyara Mataji, Shama Vallavi Mataji, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji already started. Thank you, dear devotees. Very grateful for your friendship. Very grateful for your association. Very grateful for your affection. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Thank you.
Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna Prabhuji.